Hello everyone, this is my review for Flash Season 2, Episode 2, A Flash of Two Worlds. This is a really big episode for all the big comic book fans of Flash. We finally get a really good glimpse of Jay Garrick and really see what he's all about in this movie, TV show universe. It was really awesome. There's a lot of setup for the whole, multiple Earths thing that's going to go on this season. We learn a little bit more about Zoom, the main villain of the season. The villain of the episode, though, is the Sand Demon, which never actually I haven't heard of. I'm a pretty big comic book enthusiast, especially the older stuff. So he might be made up, or he might be very little known. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's not made up because the show almost never uses made up villains or characters. They always dig deep in DC and find somebody. This is actually a really good episode. I think it was a big step up from the premiere, which I felt was a little lackluster. But this episode felt like it was really decent, This episode deals a lot with trust issues, as Barry has basically lost his trusting personality that he's always had in the first season because of Harrison Wells. And Jerry Garrett kind of reminds him of Harrison Wells in the way how he tries to teach the younger Flash how to use his abilities and how to battle the enemies. So there's a lot of interesting conflict. Like, it's kind of cool to see the two Flashes at odds with each other. Because in the comic books, if I remember right, Barry Allen is a big fan of the other Flash. He admires him a lot, and right from the start, they're like best pals. But in this episode, they have to build that relationship. They don't automatically start with it, and that was pretty cool. Barry even goes as far as to imprison Jay at first because he just doesn't trust him. We also get introduced to the new character, Pivot Snippet. That's however you say her name. She's a really kind of different character. She's probably from the comic books too. I'm just not sure. She's a really bubbly, like kind of geeky detective that's trying to get on the Human Task Force. Overall, her character is pretty interesting. She seems to not have a lot of knowledge and skill, but she comes off as very bubbly and and not quite all there. She's also a big fan of Barry Allen, which would probably mean there'll be some kind of love interest going on throughout the season. Which is as if Barry didn't have enough love triangles and love relationships going on. This episode features Barry Allen learning a new ability called lightning throwing or whatever. I think Cisco makes a cooler name for it, but I can't remember it right this second. So, and I kind of like how they do that in this show. Barry Allen basically learns new moves and new abilities all throughout the show. Like, originally, I think it was a supersonic punch. Then he was able to master the vibration thing, which he has never used again. And now he's getting the lightning tossing ability. We also get to learn some more about Cisco's powers. His ability to see the vibes or vibrations in the other worlds, which helps out in this episode as he's able to just figure out the location of the enemy from a vibe he sees or he has. I keep using the word vibe because that's his comic book superhero name, and it just seems like the best terminology for his character, for what he's going through. Other than that, this episode was really solid. There's a lot of cool action scenes. The villain's pretty unique power in this show. We haven't seen that yet. Like, a guy could turn into sand and use and project sand abilities. We also get a cool glimpse into how the other world, versions are. Like, we see the other world version of Sand Demon is just an everyday guy. But yeah, this episode is mostly about Jay Garrick and Barry Allen learning their relationship with each other. And it was really nice to see. I think they really did a good job with it. Thank you guys for watching.